Welcome, friends, to another episode of Thoughts and Walks.
This is Chapter 1, Episode 2.
Yes, and in case this is your first time watching one of these episodes, welcome. We just like to take you on little walks with us in different places to just experience the beauty of nature and just share some encouraging thoughts to brighten your day or night.
So guess what?
What?
We have a present for you in the middle of this episode.
So keep your eyes and ears out for that little gift from us. So today we are going to go ahead and walk around the pond today, which in episode 1 we talked a little bit about that. So now that it's daylight, you're going to be able to see it. So let's get started. So it is very windy today, but we are nearing the pond right now. The winter weather has definitely come in a bit more, but that was the fountain we were talking about in episode 1. The pond is very peaceful. Sometimes you can see fish. On warmer, sunnier days, there are even turtles. So when we get a little bit closer, you'll be able to see a little bit more. So welcome to the pond. It is one of our favorite places to take a little stroll around because it's just very peaceful. Sometimes you can see some animals, but even if you don't, just the way that the light reflects off of the water is just very pretty. I know, Abby, you were telling me about that. You like to point out just the way that the water looks, and there are like little benches at different parts of it. There's a fountain that pumps in oxygen to the pond for all the wildlife that live in there. What did you find, Abby?
Found a flower.
Ooh, a dandelion. Look how pretty. It's like as bright as the sun here. So there's a very Texas bench here, if you want to feel Texan when you're sitting down. But yeah, this is just a lovely place to just think or read. It's a little bit windy today, as you may be able to hear, but Abby and I just enjoy sitting. So that's like a fun little tip if you're ever wanting to get out and walk and adventure along with us like we are. It is nice to find places where there are spots where you can just sit and just enjoying being in the beauty of nature, because something that Avi and I always notice is whenever we're on our walks together, we just love noticing just the beauty of bugs, animals, the sounds of water. Like, that's just one of the beauties of just getting outside and even just going for a simple walk. That can just be so filling, and it doesn't need to be complicated. Sometimes it's more beautiful when it's just simple. Like, there's a beauty in the simplicity of it, and we're so grateful that you're along for this walk with us. We are going to show you a little bit more of the pond as we're just strolling around, and yeah, we'll just keep walking. I like to watch I always think it's so cool how the ripples of the pond just come to the very edge like that, and you can see just all the natural weeds and like seagrass that has just, and like algae that's just started to naturally form. It's kind of pretty. The leaves, there's always like a little barrier of leaves around the edge, just the way that the water moves. But yeah, there's a tree here. It's kind of fun because it's very hilly here. It kind of drops off down there. Not dangerous, but it's just like a steep hill. So it's kind of fun being on top of our corner of the world when we're here at the pond. And here in Texas, the dandelions just never really die. Like, it's winter time right now, but you can see they are in full bloom. Avia found a patch of dandelions there. But yeah, like, seriously, even if you're an adult, like, go find a field to run in every now and then. So we've reached the next little stopping point there. So we're gonna go up to the bench and give you our gift for you. So we'll show you when we get closer, but down at that end, there's a cute little log that are they snapping turtles, Abby?
There's some red-eyed turtles, or I think that's what they're called, right?
Avi is something of an animal expert. She knows a lot about different bugs and animals. So she's always the person that I ask for info on that. So yeah, there are some little turtles that will sometimes come out. They have such a cute little log, and it is so fun whenever we are walking around here to just see what turtles are out or if any are out. It's just a cute little spot to keep an eye on. So we will show you that next.
Isn't that pretty? Like, it looks like it's
Yeah.
like tiny little paths throughout. I want to feel it.
So we're now sitting at the next cute little bench, and we have your special gift from us and the Holy Spirit. And where we're sitting, I just noticed another cute little thing. There are all these cute little red berries, but they're not just any berries. Avia, what kind of berries are they?
They are poisonous berries, because the reason why they're there on the floor or ground is because the birds didn't eat them because they know that they're poisonous.
Yep, so if you find berries that are laying around and not picked over by animals, that's a little tip that they are indeed poisonous. So, fun fact, be safe out there on your walks. Don't be eating stuff off the ground. So, thanks so much for making it to this part of our walk with you. So, our special gift for you is a scripture verse. And Avia's going to read it for us.
So it is, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. See, darkness covers the earth, and thick darkness is over the peoples. But the Lord rises upon you, and his glory appears over you. Nations will come to your light, and kings to the brightest of your dawn."
Yes, Lord. Thank you, Abby, for sharing that. So that is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verses 1 through 3. And we'll put that in the description box below if you want to read along with that. But the reason why we wanted to choose that verse, do you want to share, Abby, your reason?
It's because I felt like this is like a very adventurous walk.
Yes.
So this is like, sometimes it's good to just get up out of the home and go for a walk and have your own little adventure.
Yeah, so it's like arise and shine, and we encourage you to do that too. You know, just sometimes get up, arise and shine. Just start the day with some encouragement. Just have some fun outside. So that was kind of the theme of our walk. It was like arising and shining to go on a fun walk. So thank you so much for coming with us. We have a little bit more to show you. We're going to show you that log where the turtles are, so we'll see you there next. And we're just so happy that you're here, and we're just grateful to be able to share our thoughts with you.
And we're so grateful that you're here with us.
Yes, definitely.
That you're here.
Yeah. See you at the next spot. So we're still here walking at the pond, but I just noticed another fun little thing I wanted to share with you is just a bird's nest in a tree. I like how when in winter you can see where all the birds' nests have been hiding out, so I'm going to turn it around so you can see it. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's like right there. Just one bird's nest at the top of the tree there. We're going to keep walking around the pond. Those are like some cattails and other grasses. These trees are actually very bushy in the summertime. More dandelions making their appearance. Beautiful dandelion. But that there is the turtle log. Yeah, I don't know if they're out much in the winter. Yes, they love the summer heat.
I'm staying.
Yes, it is chilly. And then there's a cute little bridge there that is sometimes stable. The little drainage here is a little full. It's high tide. That's just a joke. But, oh, speaking of like seagrass, or not seagrass, but different plants growing in the water, there are a lot here. And sometimes there are little fish. Once again, it is winter, so they might be hiding out. But it is very funny because you can sometimes see their little bubbles.
I also think it's quite interesting where, like, over by the pond, it's moving more. I don't
Oh,
want to
yes.
blind you and show you because the water's really
Oh, yeah.
So it's like the water over there, but as you go along, it like becomes more and more still. You see, like, this is
Yes, it is still the further you go out. Yep.
little observation.
Yeah, I love it. Pond is just so pretty. I love the way that the light reflects off of it, and we're so happy we got to take you here in the day today. There's a really cute yellow birdhouse, and maybe we should go around. Maybe a fun episode would be to share just the little hiding spots of all these pretty birdhouses. I helped to hang those, so that was very special. A very crafted gentleman, very gifted gentleman crafted those birdhouses, and I got to help hang them up around the campground, so that was very fun. So that's a story that we'll have to tell you in another episode, but that's the concrete slab we were talking about in episode 1, and the pretty bench right here. So we are going to, I just like the way, I say pretty because I like how the dark blue just kind of pops out, makes it easy to see from a mile away, especially in the summer when all the grass is super green. It's just, I love color, it's a nice contrast. So that's the fishy food feeder. It's like a gumball machine, but for fish food. And in a second here, we are going to all sit around the bench together, you and us, and I will share with you that fountain story.
Laura is going to tell you the story about the water
Yes.
fountain that we told you that we would tell you about.
Yes, we're right here at the picnic table.
The picnic table.
That's the fountain. We can just kind of go like this.
Yes.
So that fountain has a very fun story. It was a very hot summer day, and I was team working with two, I consider them to be experts. Just a couple of great guys who know how to do something like that. So it was very fun because I got to help them create the fountain, just there to learn and also lend a pair of hands, learn how to use a power tool. That was interesting. But that fountain there, there's a lot of fountains will have like a pump, so you need pieces that connect the fountain to the pump. So I was helping them. There's actually a really cool way to glue the PVC pipes together. And I don't know if I told you this, Abby, but there's like glue and then there's like a watertight seal. Or not watertight, it's a special glue that is used for like if something's going to be in the water. Because regular glue wouldn't work when everything is wet. So it was a special kind of glue for that. And it was very fun because I got to help connect the pieces and just hold things for them. And it was very fun learning how the water pump is in the water and it pumps water through those PVC pipes that are all connected up to the fountain where it all spurts out. And as I was helping, and you had to be very careful to let the glue dry without like grass or dirt sticking to it, so that's where I was able to help. And it was very fun because every pipe that I touched, these really beautiful, I think they were painted lady butterflies, kept landing on the pieces that I was touching, and there was one butterfly that was with us the entire time. It was just such a beautiful day. It was warm, but the sun, it was midday, so the sun, or a little bit later than midday, so the sun wasn't perfectly overhead, so we did have some shade there because that tree was nice and leafy. So yeah, it was just very fun, and I loved how that little butterfly was out playing with us and touching all the pipes. It was very cute. She just kept landing on them, and then sometimes when I would pick them up, she would just stay on them. And it was really special because then we were constructing the whole thing on land, because obviously we were not underwater constructing it, but we had to construct the whole thing on land, and then we just kind of teamworked with different ideas and created a little raft to put the actual fountain fixture on. And then there's one gentleman on one end by the tree there, and the other gentleman was right here in the grass, and he had like a fishing line connected to the platform that the fountain was sitting on. And so he was on this side just pulling it, and the other gentleman by the tree was pushing it. So one was pushing it from this side, the other one was pulling it from here. And then I was standing on the grass on the side the other side of the pond there in the middle, so I could see when the fountain was in the middle of the pond, and then they each pulled in opposite directions. So one pulled like this, the other one pulled like that, and it was so fun to watch the water fountain fixture just pop off and slowly sink into the water. So that was so fun, and that's why I love the fountain so much, is because it was a fun learning experience with friends, and just got to learn something new. And I love just little ways that we can help anyone. And even if it's something small or might not seem like it's making a big difference, for that person it really might. So even if you feel like it's something small, just you being present and putting your hands to work along with someone else can really make a difference. So, and then it's fun because every time you see the fountain, there are little memories like that. So if you ever have any stories like that, or just things that whenever, like just in your local surroundings, that you have a happy memory with, feel free to share that. We would love to know your story too. You can comment that below. So that's our fountain story. Thanks for listening. It was fun sharing. But yeah, I always just love admiring that fountain because it just reminds me of just the incredibly good-natured people that I was doing it with. They have really great hearts, and just the type of people where they never make you feel bad for wanting to learn about something, and they just genuinely share from their hearts and their experience, and they just love sharing. So those people are gems. If you find those people in your life, take good care of them, help them out. So that's the fountain story. Thanks for listening. Is there anything else you want to say?
I think that's it. So there are some cows that come around by the fence line, and they're actually right over there.
Yes, they're they're very friendly cows. It's so sweet. They're drinking at like just kind of the natural forming creek here. It's kind of muddy down here. Oh, look it! We love to just sometimes stop and enjoy little things. So we found some purple flowers. It's fun whenever you're just in a walk in nature to just stop and admire the little things. There's so much beauty all around us, and it's fun to just pause and take a look at things, which is actually why we started this series, Thoughts and Walks, because we just wanted to share all the fun little musings that we have whenever we're out on our walks. So we are carefully scaling the cliff. Not really cliff, but it's muddy nonetheless. So that we can just say hello. Hi, babies. They have their winter coats on, so they're very fuzzy.
Fuzzy baby.
Hi, baby. They're very sweet. They're very peaceful. Sometimes they move. Sometimes you can kind of hear them calling out or talking to each other. I know, we don't usually see you over here. You can kind of, I don't know if you can kind of see them in the back there too, but there's one kind of climbing back in there too. Hey babies, you just enjoying the nice sun?
It's so cool how the water just runs through all the leaves and everything. It makes it
Yes.
as it's running through.
Yes, that's so pretty. How the leaves
Now,
are.
this is a cliff.
Yes, that is a bit of
Mini
a cliff
one.
there. A little mini cliff.
Oh,
But
and
this
we
is
can
actually,
show them the river.
yes, this is actually one of my favorite parts here. It's kind of cool how the ground has just separated, but the tree roots have been here all along. I think it's so cool how the tree roots are kind of keeping it all together. Yeah, and then there's water that runs all along down in there. It's where the rainwater kind of collects, since the pond is, I told you it was steep. The pond is right up there, and then it comes downhill, so just the rainwater naturally collects down here, and it's kind of chiseled away its own, like its own little river here. I just love that about water.
If you want to observe roots, look at this video. This is a very good observation of roots.
Yes. So cool. I don't know if there are any animals that live down in there, but there is just a peaceful little creek stream that just kind of runs there.
Over there. So,
Yeah, a little bit more dirt.
Something might live down there.
Yeah,
That'd be a good
that's
home. If I was
possible.
an animal, I'd pick that home.
But I just think it's so cool, and you can kind of see how the branches have gotten caught in the roots, and it's just kind of become its own like web. I just love how you notice those things, Avi. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah.
So pretty. And it's kind of cool because this is
Oh, I love
A pretty
this.
common
This is
way
one
of
my favorite
fencing, like
parts.
these kind of fences. I know I'm just someone who loves to learn. So I've learned like kind of like unique tidbits of information. So that sometimes comes out in our walks. But this is a pretty sturdy type of fence. It can last like decades. And it's just like a metal base, you know, it's got the wire there. It's good for cattle, horses. And then how it's made is they dig out a hole and pour in concrete for the posts to stick in. And it's really cool because the ground has fallen away, but the concrete has not. So the pole actually goes a little bit further than the concrete. The pole is actually like right down there. But it's just kind of funny how it's like floating islands is what it makes me think of.
Yeah, you're
Like if
right.
you like cropped out everything, this could look like its own like little adventurous chasm. Like it looks like it would be some sort of place that you could go adventure. But yeah, it's just kind of cool how they're just hanging there. And the fence is still sturdy, like it's not going anywhere. I think it's just cool how that worked out. I wonder. So that was kind of our walk for today. It is freezing out, but it was really fun to take you on a walk all around the pond here, and it was very fun that the cows made an appearance. They must have seen episode 1. They were spying on us from the barn, and they're like, we need to be in this. I'm sure that the cows will be in future episodes as well, so keep an eye out for those. Well, thank you so much for joining us on our episode of Adventuring Here. So do you want to say what episode it was?
Yeah, so this was chapter 1, episode 2.
Yes, and this was all about adventure. So thank you so much for walking with us. We
Yes,
just had so much fun just exploring with you, and it's just so fun to take you along on these walks with us and all the little things that we get to notice and share. I hope you liked your special gift. If you have any ideas for future episodes, please comment them down below. We have lots of exciting ideas and episodes that are on the rise.
What was your favorite part of this walk? Comment down below.
Yes, please comment down below the favorite part of your walk. And if you want to share any ideas for future episodes or things that you'd like to see or hear about, you can either comment that down below, or you can send me a message on Instagram, and you could also follow me there if you like. I like to share some encouraging things on there, so it'd be fun to connect. My Instagram is @gloria.terryberry. And thanks again for coming on this walk with us. I hope that you have a blessed day or night whenever you're watching this. And we will see you in the next episode. So see you later, friend.
Bye. See you next time.
I can't see the water. We're going to cut that part out. What? Is that water, Abby?
Yeah.
What? Okay. As we're walking here still at the pond, I just noticed, I don't know if you can see it up there. I'll turn around. But I just noticed a really cute, I say cute, but it's just, wait, hang on. We're going to pause. Okay, so this is like a weeping willow tree here. And it's right over. It's a but yeah, they're very sweet. You're very sweet, baby. I wonder if it will continue. That's a helicopter. Should we just do our outro?
Yeah.
What do we do for our outro?
You say, we'll see you later, and I
Okay.
say, see you next time.